Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I promise to take what I learn in this room to my grave. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, it's skippable if you're one of those people. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand, okay? Sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you showered today. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. Everyone suspects. You all ganged up on the wrong person. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you currently have a condom in your wallet or purse. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. The task was, raise your hand if you're wearing perfume or cologne today. Vote for the faker now. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it. And what will our next task category be? It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as $1 bills you currently have in your wallet. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. It's easier to catch the faker if you all talk to each other. Throw around some wild accusations. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as feet you are tall. For example, 5 feet tall, 5 fingers. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. The votes singled out. Well, at least you were all wrong together. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third number pressure task now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as pockets you have on your outfit right now. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Wow, even on the last task, you couldn't vote together to find the faker. Yeah, it's almost like you gave up. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point at the person most likely to win a spelling bee. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person who has probably seen the most Disney movies. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. This was the task. Point at someone shorter than you, or at yourself. Vote for the faker now. All the votes went to... You all got together and chose the wrong person. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A food you typically crave late at night. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. That faker is still on the loose. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your next set of answers. The store where you buy your underwear. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. One last chance to catch the faker. Let's take a look at the last set of text answers. Your go-to karaoke song. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Too bad. You couldn't get it together for that last vote.
Welcome, I'm your host, Schmitty, and this is Quiplash. Very nice names. When my capybara finally gives birth, I'm going to name the pups after you guys. This is round one. You are about to see two prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Cards on the table. Prompt number 1 is, why the fish in your aquarium hate you? Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Moving on, a good name for a Coldplay cover band. Get to voting. Next on the list, a rejected Jelly Belly flavor. It's voting time. Next one, a dangerous thing for a drone to deliver to you. Okay, vote. Up next, a word that shouldn't come before jerky. Vote now. Your next prompt is, every airline flight should come with a free blank. Put in your votes. Round 1 is in the books. Let's see the scores. It's round 2 time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste. almost out of time. Use the safety quit button if you have to. All right, let's get to it. The first prompt is, when the stork isn't delivering babies, he blank. Okay, pick your favorite and vote. Next prompt, an inappropriate thing to write on somebody's cast. Vote away. Coming up next, what you shouldn't say as you're getting baptized. Vote on your devices. Okay, next one. What the hare did with his life after losing to the tortoise. Ready, set, vote. Next in the hopper, a good sign there's an invisible man living in your apartment. Time to vote. And next is a sign they should put up on the Florida state line. And vote. Round 2 is no more. Let's see the damage. That's right, it's round 3, the last lash. Look alive because you're all getting the same prompt this time. Finish writing this comic. All right, here's the board. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it. Okay, let's bring out those medals. First, the bronze. Show me the silver. And now the gold. Let's translate that into points. And we're finished. Show me those final scores.